Real Biafrans, please, wherever you are, I want to talk to you this moment. It's very important. And because of the importance and the urgency of this matter, I have been propelled and mandated to make sure that this very wisdom is inculcated into your mind without wasting of time. As you are listening to me this moment from wherever you are, I want to inform you that world powers are waiting for the manifestation of the unity of Biafrans, the real Biafrans. World powers are clapping for the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic for the kind of heart of kindness he has for Biafrans and the passion in which he is using to pursue Biafra freedom without looking back, relentlessly, not minding whatever it will cost to him. They have seen his sincerity and his understanding about freedom. Now, I want to give you food for thought and what must be done as we all Biafrans yearn for freedom. Freedom cannot come without unity. Freedom cannot come without love and understanding, because threefold cord is not easily broken. And united minority divides majority. Listen to me with the word of wisdom. I am giving you the way, the method, the system to fight this kind of battle because I am a warlord. Wisdom demands that the unification of Biafran liberation forces must be demonstrated without nepotism, without ostracism, without tribalism, and without insinuations. We must have an open-minded towards one another, because looking at the forces that are fighting for Biafra freedom, they are enormous. Believe you me, both home and abroad, you can't count the forces. So what I'm telling you this time, I'm giving you a yardstick as a military general. I'm showing you the road. Mostly, I'm talking now to Biafran security forces. Without exception, provided you are a security officer from Biafra land, home and abroad, the way out and very easy, simple to get Biafra nation restored within a twinkling of an eye and without interruption and without frustration. The days of limitations and relegations are over, because men who have faith in the matter have arrived to make sure that Biafra destiny is handed over to Biafrans by the hands of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile. He does not limit, he does not relegate, he did not complain, and he's not tired. So for this reason, my people, there is nothing you can achieve without unity. You cannot achieve anything without unity. Our problem right from the time of Dimodumegwojuku, to Rafu Wazurike, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you look at the whole thing, you will see that the people that these warlords, these legends, trusted so much and brought them closer to themselves are the ones who sabotaged them and the fight for the freedom of Biafra. And at the end of the day, Igbo man, Igbo speaking language man, will be the one to betray the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, right from Ojukwu's time till today. Ojukwu was betrayed, if you don't know, by an Igbo man. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was also betrayed by the people he trusted so much. And today, the people who are seeking for the life of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile to take it away and to stop Biafra nation from coming are the same Igbos. And they said that they are freedom fighters, but they betray their masters. They handed their masters over to the enemies. Listen very well. Wisdom is better than the weapon of war. But you should understand that there's time for everything under heaven. Time to fight and time to make a peace. Time for war. So, the war started from heaven because of kingdom. Lucifer wanted to take over the kingdom of God. Lucifer wanted to dethrone God, want to overthrow God. All right? So, which means the person you are supposed to bow to serve forever in your life, you want to him to serve you and become a slave to you perpetually. And that was what Lucifer wanted to do. And this is actually what is going on in Nigeria. Nigeria government and their military terrorists want to intimidate Biafrans by all means to make sure that they remain perpetually slaves in the land of their own nativity, in their ancestral land. Fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, once bitten, twice shy. I want to let you know that if we shall come together in mind and understand that every military and every soldier and every force from Biafra land is one, because we are fighting for one goal. Biafra nation is not two. Biafra nation is one. And at this time around, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile have gone too far, more than anyone who have fought for Biafra nation. You can see unimaginable, powerful world leaders surrounding him. You can see his hands up in victory. And this victory is for I and you to live a comfortable and a happy life without cutting off before our time. The Prime Minister is fighting for our prosperity and longevity. So, we must be very careful about the activities of the saboteurs in our midst in Biafra land. I will not be surprised. Many people will discard what I'm saying this moment. Many people may scold me. Many people would like to ask me questions. Does it mean that Biafra forces are not in unity? I know exactly what I'm saying, because that unification or the spirit of unity is the only thing that can give us a victory. Because if the people that Mazen Amdekalo rally around him were in unity with him, they wouldn't have betrayed him. If the people that Ojukwu brought too close to him were to be in unity with him, fighting one cause, he will not be betrayed at the end. And the whole world sees Ojukwu as a rebel. If you don't know, the time of rebellion or the time of rebellion has passed. And by the way, General Ojukwu was not a rebel. He was a freedom fighter. He was fighting for his people. He was fighting for Biafrans. He was fighting for Igbos. Because of the same marginalization and impunity killings, cheating and deceptiveness in all ramifications of life on Biafrans, without mercy and without, cogitation or thinking. So, what I'm presenting to you this moment, it may interest you to know that Biafra is here already with I and you. We are the people who are going to delay it, and we are the people who will bring it even before December. So that some of our brothers and sisters, those who are abroad, wanting to come home to relax because no place like home, but they decided to hang outside there for the fear of their lives because of Nigeria military terrorist in actions. And this have made the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile to vow that he will never tolerate any kind of killing by Nigerian military terrorists in Biafra land, which was supported by international community. And this shows you that whatever Simon Ekpa is doing, whatever he is saying, is in line with the international law. He didn't violate the law of any country, but he is a freedom fighter with the spirit of self-defense, which self-defense is not a criminal offense. Self-determination is not a criminal offense. So wherever you are listening to me, you must understand that life without freedom is doomed. When you look very well and ponder properly, you will discover that our brother in the DSS facility for many years now is not getting it easy. As he is sick, his health is at risk. His life is at risk. And I have heard him speaking in the court. He said that why they are holding him there, elongating his release, is because they want to ensure his death. When they discover that he is about to die, then they will release him. Mazen Nnamdi spoke this in the court. So as you hear it, how do you feel? Let's assume Mazen Nnamdi were to be your elder brother or your father or your husband or your uncle. How do you feel about this particular statement he made? And what had taken him into the hand of the enemies is to make sure that I and you were secured and protected from wanton killings and from the infidels. So wherever you are now, listening to me, put aside the pretense. Pretense and pretext will not help us in this matter. We must be sincere. We must come out fully with the determination and strength, vigor and energy, and prepare ourselves for the further war ahead of us. and knowing it too well that our leader knows what he is doing. You can see him every time when anybody from anywhere tries to mess up with Biafrans or Biafra nation. He reacts immediately. So, fellow Biafrans, whatever you are thinking that is making you so dull and weak in mind, and your actions seems boring, and your thinking looks negative about what we are talking about, if you refuse to get up to fight for your freedom, nobody will fight for you. If you refuse to fight for your people, nobody will fight for you. Some of us left our comfortable positions in overseas and come down because we know that any day, somehow, we shall come down to Biafra land, because mmiri ọwụla ewukwasịrị n'isi ga-emecha chọrọ ụkwụ gị gbadata. Mmiri ewusara n'isi gị must come down to your leg. Every water you pour on your head must come down to your leg. So whether we like it or not, we must one day return home. Either the result of old age, or as the result of the government of that country have decided to deport us or to repatriate us, because he knows that we are strangers in that land. All right? Or if you wouldn't mind, death can bring you back when you stiff neck that you not go. Meanwhile, you have overstayed your welcome. So the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic deserves a round of applause. It is obviously believed that some Igbos and some Biafrans are sabotaging the freedom of Biafra nation. And I want to quickly announce to you why I'm giving you this tip. This moment is because I have come to discover that even some commanders and generals in Biafra land have been betrayed by the so-called Igbos, who have decided to be the agents of Nigeria government. And this kind of insubordination can never be tolerated by we Biafran security commanders, warlords, and officers. We are the people that the whole world are waiting for. If you are fighting differently, so who are you fighting to save, and what are you fighting for? As a Biafra security officer, we must mind one thing. We must have one focus. We must have one pursuit. We must understand that Biafra is one. And that is what we are fighting for. To have it, to live in it, to enjoy it. Because that is the land that God has given to us. Which, before he released that land, he endowed the land with all kinds of mineral resources. It's the land that flows with milk and honey, flow with peace, mutual understanding and love. That is the things you will find in Biafra land. And this is why the enemies, from where we don't know where they are coming from, want to make sure that they finish us up and take over the land. Which I'm confirming to you this moment that it is impossible for the wish of our enemies to be granted, to evacuate us, who are the indigenous people of the land, out of our God-given land. I'm telling you that it is impossible for Biafrans to evacuate from Biafra land. No matter whoever that is talking. I'm speaking with you now with a direction and authority, and assuring you that those who are with us are better, stronger than those who are against us.